what does that mean? Well, we know that the 6, so for 6 hours rental, it will cost $300 because remember the X is hours and the Y is cost. How many hours can your family rent the jet ski if they have $350? Well, we can do a couple of things. We can look for a pattern here on our graph. So this next one will be 330, this one would be 360, 345. And I want you to notice a little pattern that's happening. Look what's happening. We go 1, 2, 3 up on the money and 1 for the hour. So, and this is by 15. So look, 15, 30, 45. It's $45 an hour for 1 hour. 15, 30, 45 an hour. 15, 30, 45 an hour. So if we keep going, 15, 30, 45 an hour. And if you look, that is at, this is saying 7 hours is $345. The question is $350. Well, do we have enough money? No, we don't have enough money for 8 hours because that's only $5 more from $350. So how many hours could we? We can say 7 hours because that costs $345. So we can use a graph to make predictions. Determine the cost for 13 hours over a 2-day period. Now, the graph is not going to help us with this piece. It says to use the graph, and if you think about it, over 2 days, this means that we are going to have to pay that $30 deposit twice. Because it's $30 deposit each day. So we could do a couple of things here. If you did want to use the graph, we could say, well, 6 plus 7 is 13 hours. We can say 6 hours is 300 and 7 is 345 if we're using our graph right here. So we could say if we did 6 hours one day, 7 hours second day. So then we would say $300 plus 345. We could say $645. And that's just one way you can calculate it using your graph. It may be that maybe you make a deal with the person you're renting it from and you only have to pay the deposit once, but it doesn't say that. Is it reasonable to pay $400 to rent the jet ski? Okay, well, we can, for 8 hours in 1 day. Well, we can keep going. So this is $375, and the next row would be $390, and that's where 8 hours would be. $390. So would that be reasonable? Yes. It only costs $390 for 8 hours. Now, this is another one that's going to be on our Venn diagram tomorrow, so we're going to put a star there. So, make sure you're looking at these different things. Make sure that you understand how we made the graph, how we made the table from this and the equation from this situation. And tomorrow we're going to elaborate on this.